Alright, so welcome back to the stream. Today I'll be testing out a new setup, and we're going to see if this works out the way that it should. So, yeah, we're going to dive in. We're going to build out something that I call I call this pretty much a stretched lead sound. So we're going to experiment today with that stretched lead sound and see if we can incorporate it into as one of our tools in sound design and use it to create some music. So what if we could build a synth that bends time when you play softly? It kind of slows down and melts, and when you hit harder, it kind of snaps back to life. So think of something emotional, glitchy, perfect for ambient R&B or experimental or textures. So let's build that idea out in Reactor. So I'm going to jump in, and I've got some pre-built blocks here, just ready to be used. Actually, undo the connections, except for this. So we have our setup here. We have one oscillator, and we're going to take our first oscillator. We're going to connect it to, we're going to make it a saw wave. So that'll be a saw wave. And our second one, actually maybe I'll do it as a pulse wave. And then I'll add some frequency modulation. So I'm going to duplicate the oscillator we have here, and I'm going to organize my panel. So it's going to look something like this. Name our oscillator. Actually, I want to use this oscillator to frequency modulate that one. So let's do that. Let's just see if this works. Connect it to our filter. Just do a basic setup, and we'll send the signal out. And there we go, we have a basic signal. I'm going to attach my scope because I need to see what's happening. So let's see if I can frequency modulate that second one. Yes, okay, it's working the way I want it to. So essentially we're using that first oscillator to modulate the frequency of the second one. Something that's a little bit more, I guess, complex, but it's working. So we're using that second one to modulate that first one. So we'll call this the modulator. This is the carrier. And then Okay, so now we played with that pitch drift slightly. It's like we're stretching in slow motion. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some LFO, which is low frequency oscillations, to our sound. Add that to the filter. And then we're going to add an envelope. Looks good. And now let's play. Let's test that our filter is working correctly. I'm gonna drag it all the way back over here. It's not that one. There we go. Yes, it's working. Okay, and then we'll add a ladder knob. Let's just see if this will work. Oh, here's my original knob. I actually don't know where that one went, but that's alright. Let's erase that for a second. So feedback. Oh, there it is. Go to B to apply it. Okay. And then feedback. We'll add in some feedback here. Yeah, that's a little bit loud. So it's feeding back on itself. Maybe not a great idea. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to our original sound. So turn the volume back up. Send that back through the filter. And we've got some movement in our sound now. I'm gonna add some reverb and delay to finish it up. So we're just gonna mute our sound for a minute and then add in some delay. So I'm gonna look for a delay module and delay and reverb. And we can actually just switch out this LFO. I'm gonna try this one this time. Oops. There we go. And we'll replace our knob with that one. There There we go. We're just going to delete any extra components we have laying around. Okay, and then for the final output, we're going to get something that sounds like this. 1 and 2. So now I'm going to add an envelope to our sound. So now it feels like it's being kind of stretched out. Okay, we're going to turn it off and we're going to add some modulation. So now we can listen back. So our sound is kind of like stretching. So just some fine tuning. Okay, so there we have it. We have our time warped or time stretched sound. Hopefully learned something about sound design today. Stay tuned for future episodes as I do these streams daily. And don't forget to click the link in the description if you'd like to see or dive deeper into sound design concepts. I do offer full deep dives. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Peace out. Keep sound designing.